Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for clicking on the link. My name is Nick with NorCal Rod and Reel, and today we're going to be doing a little bit of drop shotting in this pond. I got some yum dingers, which I've never really, of course, so I've never used too often, but I'm trying them out obviously because they're a very cheap alternative to the Senko. Just holding it's a little bit lighter, but the profile's still the same, so we're going to go ahead and put this guy on, see if we can catch a fish. Got one. There we go. First fish on the drop shot. Look at that. Straight underneath the mouth. Let's go ahead, let's get this guy unhooked. First little guy. Let's let him go. See how many more we can get. Fish on. There we go. A little better size. Yum dinger. Not too shabby. There we go. Little guy. See, dude. You got that right on the fall. Right on the fall. Let's keep going. Let's see if we can get a couple more on these. On the drop shot. This has been a wild day. You guys haven't seen some of the other footage. You guys won't, because a lot of it's been erased because I've just been fishing all day and been trying to, this is the third spot that I've gone to today just to catch a fish. Started out over in West Sacramento along the river, and then from there went out to a lake all the way in Cameron Park, to which I fished there for like 2.5 hours. I did the whole entire lake, didn't end up catching anything. Ended up losing my keys. Almost had to have somebody come and save me, so that wasn't fun. And then, yeah, now made it to this pond where I've caught a number of fish, and figured as a last resort, I knew I could come here And so far, it's been fun. We've only got 2, hoping to get 1 more before the sun goes completely down. So let's rig up and let's see if we can connect at least 1 more on the Yum Dinger. Okay. Now, so I can clarify. So this is Carolina pumpkin and chartreuse. This is the first time I've used the Yum Dinger, and to be honest, I really do like it. It's got a really subtle weight to it. I know that sounds kind of weird, but it's definitely lighter than a regular Senko, so I don't think the casting ability is that good. Maybe I should do a video about that to compare and contrast the two, but ultimately it's got a really nice action in the water, and I like the fact that the tail is a lot more pronounced and pointed. I feel like, especially with this color, it makes it a little bit easier probably to see in the water. So anywho, enough analysis, more fish. Okay, come on, let's connect at least 1 more on this guy. God, today was a rough day on the water. I went to 3 different places to fish, and I started out at near some locks on a river in the morning. Couldn't get anything to bite. Lots of other fishermen around. It's a popular kayak spot in the area too, so lots of boats on the water, and no one was catching anything. So mid-morning, I made the decision to go switch and head out to a lake that I've never actually fished at before. That was probably about 30 minutes away, a little bit further up north. Went up there, decided to fish around the whole entire lake. I took my time, probably was there for about 3 hours. And about 3/4 of the way around the lake, without a fish, mind you, I realized I had lost my keys to my car, which is the worst feeling ever. I have like my backpack, and I got my camera, and I got my tackle, and both my rods, they're both rigged up. And of course, the one thing that I need to leave, I set down on a bench because I was so excited to fish right when I got there, and I didn't even pick them up. Stupid me. So from there, I was able to talk to a person who was kind of around where I thought that I left it. Was able to find my keys. The guy, he had picked them up, and he had left a note on my car. But when I went to my car the first time around after I realized I had lost my keys, it looked like it was just one of those advertisements, that people put in the door, and I was like, screw this. Like, I'm pissed. I don't even know why I'm here right now, and lost my keys. Like, how could I be that dumb? And that would have saved me a whole nother trip of walking around the lake, which is easily like a mile and some change, trying to scour for my keys. So note to self, and anybody else watching, don't overlook those tiny details, because that could have saved me a ton of time and heartache. But luckily, when I was sitting there on another bench trying to figure out what the hell to do, I for some reason, I just decided to say, hey, to this guy who's just walking by and saying, did you happen to see any missing keys? And of course, he's like, yes, and I've been holding on to them. I left you a note on your car. Stupid. So after that, after almost feeling defeated, because if I had literally lost my keys and I hadn't caught any fish up to that point, I was going to be so upset. And I was about to call it quits. So, Good Samaritan, thank you very much for holding on to my keys, and also to Karma Universe for getting them back to me. Because after that, I was like, you know what? I got some wind in my sails. We're going to go try a third spot, which is a pond that you guys have seen in some of my other videos. And from there, I went ahead and I ended up catching some fish. So after today's big fiasco, I'm glad I didn't get skunked, but I had to preface this. Don't be a doofus and a Dumbo like me and leave your keys somewhere. Hope you guys enjoy this video. Appreciate you guys tuning in. Thanks.